Hello, I'm going to share with you some of the most common COPD symptoms, how someone gets this health problem, as well as some really nifty cool alternative health ideas that can help. Now down below in the YouTube description there's a link where I'm giving away a free video guide all about this process of shopping for supplements that can help with many problems like this one, and it can really help some people out there. Now COPD is an acronym that stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Sounds like a confusing name, right? In the most basic of caveman terms, COPD is a lung disease where a person has a hard time breathing, mostly. Now, that sounds like it could be pretty rare, right? Surprisingly, the disease is kind of common. In fact, it's the third leading cause of death in the United States. That was last year. Even more shocking is the World Health Organization estimates that COPD shares the fourth or fifth place for being the ailment that kills the most amount of people, now here's what's so shocking about that. That's actually tied with HIV and AIDS, according to the World Health Organization. That's crazy. What do you think about that? Now, the symptoms of this problem, the beginning ones, are going to include shortness of breath. It's feeling tired more often because someone's not getting the oxygen they really need. This is sort of like a double blow because oxygen is so good. Like all your cells run off of it. In fact, most people don't even breathe correctly as it is. They breathe shallow with stress and all crazy stuff going on. The more you could breathe deeply, calmly, it's going to help you so many ways. Easier said than done, right? Now, next up is inflammation, which is going to happen with this problem. And this is going to make a lot of mucus in the body, which is good in some situations because what mucus does is it traps viruses, which is why your body makes a lot of it when you have like the cold. And it also protects the lining of the whole respiratory system. The way it protects the lining, I like to think of it like a cork with wine. The reason you store wine sideways is so the cork is wet and it protects it from air. If the cork gets dry, then air can get in, destroy the wine. Okay, now the bad news with mucus is, for starters, it's kind of nasty. But another thing is going to make someone cough a lot. That's why someone coughs, to get rid of the mucus and get rid of all the harmful invaders, which is a very common symptom with COPD as well. All right. Next up, there could be a strange wheezing sound coming as someone breathes. This is due to the airways getting narrower. Just like if you breathe through a whistle, it's a narrow space, it makes a wheezing sound. So that's another sign. Also, a person can experience a chest pain and a tightness in the chest area due to the pain and the body telling the person, hey, you have a problem. You need to fix this. That's the reason for the pain. Also, someone can have headaches, which can happen, and weight loss too. Now, if left untreated, these symptoms can get worse. Like I mentioned, oxygen is not getting to the areas of the body. This is bad. And someone can experience balloonish, most frequently on the lip area and fingernails, but can happen in other areas too. Just like if you're freezing, it's survival, your body makes areas blue. This is known as cyanosis. Did I pronounce that right? Cyanosis. And that's what it's called, the scientific name. Also, less oxygen means someone has weaker muscle strength, and they're not going to be someone's going to be feeling fatigued more often. Lastly, someone can have swollen feet and legs as pressure builds up and gravity takes hold and the blood goes down to the feet area. As you can see, this disease is not fun, but you can prevent it. Can you guess what the most common culprit to this problem is? I'll give you a hint. People spend money on it. It's a bad habit. You got it. Yeah. Smoking cigarettes causes around 80% of COPD cases. Dang. Next time you're thinking about smoking a cigarette, just think about that. It's crazy. Another thing that can really help, of course, is exercise and deep breathing. Now, any type of exercise helps, but something known as Tai Chi can do some really interesting things. In fact, there's a study done in Hong Kong where they tested 206 patients suffering from COPD. And what they did was they split the patients into 3 groups. One group received about 2 hours of Tai Chi each week. That was it, 2 hours. The second group were taught deep breathing exercises and told they'll go for walks. And the third group were told just to keep doing their usual activities. Now, the results were pretty interesting. Some real improvements were noticed in the group that did Tai Chi, just 2 hours a week, while no improvements were observed in the group that just did mild exercises and breathed deeply. That was pretty shocking to me. And the last group actually had decline in lung function, which I predicted. So it's crazy, huh? Just 2 hours of Tai Chi a week. You could really improve your whole lung function. That's crazy. And that surprised me. What do you think about that? Now, besides exercise, there's a whole bunch of herbs that can really help. To throw out some examples, something known as thyme, if you've heard of it. German scientists have demonstrated that it can help clear mucus, help with breathing, ease inflammation, and improve airflow. Nifty stuff. Some other ones could be like ivy, ginseng, curcumin that can help. If you know some others, please leave a comment below with them. Now, let me ask you a question. You know the coolest thing about herbal remedies and supplements is? Yeah, they can be very inexpensive, and that's awesome. But the coolest thing is they don't have all the nasty side effects like pharmaceutical drugs. Okay. So, but of course, not everything is sunshine and lollipops with supplements. The bad news is the marketplace is like the Wild West in the United States, and it's pretty unregulated, meaning that anybody can come out with any type of product and sell it, and it can be harmful. And believe it or not, Consumer Labs did this whole test last year. They tested all these popular supplements, and they found out 40% of them had all these problems, like mislabeling and had contaminations. Now, to protect yourself, like I mentioned earlier, that link below, I'm giving away that free video guide that can help you identify a harmful supplement brand. It talks about what to take for certain conditions, herbs you should consider, what to avoid, and even some other really cool things like some alternative health ideas will just blow you away. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Dang, it's been 7 minutes already. I try to make these videos shorter, but I keep talking because I got a lot of stuff to say. But thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, cheers and have a great day.